Hi everyone, my name is Nur Faiza Isni binti Gani. My ID number is AM2011008218. So, for today, I want to share with you what the movie that I choose in my individual assignment. So, let's see together. The movie that I choose is The Daughter of War. The actor of The Daughter of War: Ismail Hagloglu as Sulaiman, Kim Sol as Ayla, Ali Ate as Ali, Damla Sonmis as Nurain, Busro Develi as Nimet, and Murad Wildirim as Misud. Introduction about movie. Title: The Daughter of War, year 217. Director: Ken Ulke. Date: release on 27 October 217 in Turkey and 21 June 218 in South Korea. Language: Turkish, Korea and English, and sponsored by Turkish Airlines with support from Turkish Ministry of Culture and Tourism. In 1950s, the ravages of the Korean War, Sergeant Sulaiman stumbles upon a half-frozen little girl with no parents and no help in sight. Frantic, scared, and on the verge of death, this little girl captured the heart of Sulaiman, who risked his own life to save her, smuggling her into his army base and out of harm's way. Not knowing her name and unable to communicate with her, Sulaiman names her Ayla, in reminiscence of the moon on the fateful night during which their meet. The two form an instantaneous and inseparable bond, and Ayla almost effortlessly brings an uncanny joy to the Turkish brigade in the grip of war. As the war comes to a close, however, Sulaiman brigade is told that they will be returned home. Sulaiman cannot bear abandoning Ayla and does everything within his power to take her with him. After repeat failure, he is forced to give Ayla to an orphanage. Negative behavior in movie of The Daughter of War. Okay, first, Ayla made a habit of not wanting to listen to talk to Sulaiman. When Sulaiman told Ayla to sit for a while with his friend, but Ayla did not want to be left and wanted to follow Sulaiman. Ayla refused to follow Sulaiman. After being banned many times by Sulaiman, finally according to Sulaiman, Ayla had to sit for a while with Sulaiman's friends while Sulaiman had a work to do. Okay, next, Ayla have leaked the secret of a vehicle repair worker in an army camp about a stolen motorcycle behind a car workshop. Ayla told Sulaiman about this, and the vehicle repair worker was scolded by Sulaiman for stealing a motorcycle. The vehicle repair worker apologized to Sulaiman, but Sulaiman did not want to forgive and wanted to tell his superiors. After being persuaded, next, one morning when Sulaiman and his friend were on duty, Ayla was left at the army camp and she felt very bored and took a piece of paper and color pencil to drawing and coloring on the jeep vehicle in the yard of the army camp. The jeep vehicle was very high and very dangerous for Ayla, but Ayla did not care about her safety and remained to paint and color on the vehicle until Sulaiman had finished his work. Okay, next, in the cool winter, Ayla was playing alone outside the military camp yard and not noticed by everyone. Ayla played alone happily while enjoying the cold winter. Ayla played snow by making various shapes in the military camp yard. Ayla did not feel cool when wearing a very synthetic gloves, socks, and even shoes to protect herself from the cold. Ayla played alone because Sulaiman and friends were carrying out the duty of the soldier. Okay, then Ayla was a child who did not talk to anyone or to Sulaiman. When Sulaiman asked about anything to Ayla, she never answered any question and she only just kept quiet and smiled when anyone who asked her. After being examined by Sulaiman, he found that Ayla did not understand Turkish language because Ayla is a Korean child. So Sulaiman decided to teach Ayla about Turkish language and Korean language. After a few months, finally Ayla already fluent speak in Turkish and Korean language. Okay, the last one is when Ayla first day at school, she feel very happy because she has many friends and fun to study at school. But when Sulaiman wants to leave Ayla, Ayla calls Sulaiman and ran towards Sulaiman and left her school because she wanted to follow Sulaiman back to Turkey. Sulaiman brought Ayla at home to pack the clothes. Sulaiman told Ayla to be in a very large luggage bag for Sulaiman to take it on board to return to Turkey. When arriving at the port compound, a group of police told Sulaiman to open the luggage bag. Then Sulaiman had to let go and open the luggage. In the luggage bag, there is the Ayla in the bag. Then Sulaiman was called by the military superiors and the military superiors tell to Sulaiman to return to Turkey and left Ayla in Korean. Then Sulaiman and Ayla have already parted away and separated. How to promote positive behavior? Create and follow basic routine. Have fun together. Provide clear expectation and follow through. Practice healthy habit. Practice copying skill. Make time to talk about feeling. Choose your battle. And the last one, focus on the behavior, not the child. Theory related of movie, cognitive theory and behavior theory. For suggestion, I prefer that they behave more about the positive behavior of children, especially children under the age of 6 years. Every positive behavior of children should be applied better so that this movie can be made moral and pure value to be applied in children, especially minors. Good manners should be inculcated from an early age because children easily follow whatever they see, especially from their parents' behavior. Besides that, in this movie should be applied about the love of the father to the child more deeply. It is because in this movie, the father had to leave his child taken care of by others. This makes the love between father and daughter will be cut off and fade. As a result of this separation, this is just fought and reluctant to decide this decision. In conclusion, behaviorism is a popular concept that focuses on how children learn. Behaviorism focuses on the idea that all behavior are learned through interaction with the environment. This learning theory states that behavior are learned from the environment and say that innate or inherited factors have very little influence of behaviors. Behaviorism focuses on the idea that all behavior are learned through interaction with the environment. Behaviorism is key for educators because it impacts how children react and behave in the classroom and suggests that teachers can directly influence how their children behave. That's all from me. Thank you and bye-bye.